As always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, it's Fields. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Three down. Hey, check Mike, 26.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this. What I can guarantee you, there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check your hot read.
Here's Fields. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To the air again, Fields. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Hey, check Mike, 27. Check Mike, 27. Check Mike. Let's go.
On 4th down, Fields lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They go play fake. Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a bit, and sometimes that loss. You can move forward from there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Grady Williams picks it off. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw here to his running back.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw to the flat here from McKissick. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll let this one go deep for Sharp. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get this. 49, check.
Out of the gun, Fields. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Play action, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
He's checking.
Here's McKissick. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push.
And got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 20.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's just me and you.
Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Switch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell.
And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Yellow. Watch the run. 51, Mike.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this one is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
51 to mile. Check back, check back. Motion, 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 motion. Motion, motion.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. At 25 to Mike.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check, 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 check. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Come on. You better bring.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Finding room to the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, get in the weight room. Echo. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. All day, dog.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Yellow, yellow. Let's get this. At 25 to green. 25 to Mike. All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Pick up the ball. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
There we go.
Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. On 1st down, Mahomes. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with McKissick. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Let's
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.